Yo, 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 welcome to Crate 808, the lockdown edition. Yes, the UK has now decided to follow suit and lock down everything during this coronavirus pandemic, so we're here to help the isolated heads out there with some more digging in the crates action. So what's this all about? Well, we're going to dip into the Crate 808 Bangers Spotify playlist to find some gems and just talk about them with my man Ray Ridge in Western Australia. The link is in the episode description and on crate808.com, or you can just search it. But you know what? Before we start digging in the crates, one of our staples we forgot to do for the last episode, Ray, what is the least hip-hop thing you've done in the last 24 hours? So I was just going to drop mine real quick. I mean, there's many little things, like now having a diet consisting solely of pita bread and hummus. And I don't know why I'm doing that. Is it anxiety? I don't know. But for some reason, pita bread, hummus with a bit of Nando's hot sauce is actually doing the job right now. But that said, I have got one that might be the most hip-hop thing that happened to me. So I'm in Aldi, I'm getting a shop, wife and kid are at home. I'm just getting all the essentials I could possibly get. I'm not stockpiling, just what I can get. Get to the till, really nice bloke on the till. At this point, by the way, just want to mention, I am wearing my new bright yellow Wu-Tang hoodie that I got all the way from the US. Big up to Very Slept On Project Gear over there in the US for hooking me up. So I'm packing all the stuff. Guy looks at me and he goes, do you need a toilet roll at all? And being one of the many millions of people in the UK who have been affected by the idiots who will just stockpiling it, of course I do. And he goes, hang tight mate, 5 minutes, they're bringing it out. Just hang tight, yeah, you'll get some. What a lovely person. And the only reason I can give is that he saw the Wu hoodie and thought, damn, Wu-Tang Clan, there we go. This guy knows what's up. Maybe he's got a hip-hop podcast to run, and maybe he needs more essentials than most people. That's a joke. That's a joke. This is superfluous. Everyone knows this. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. Digging in the crates. Let's go. Obviously, the Bangers playlist is stacked. There's like a ridiculous amount of music on there. So I just pressed shuffle. And then up came Lil Wayne's Mahogany, right? No word of a lie. I adore this track. There's so many things wrong with it, but there's so many things good with it. And his lyrics alone, from I'm spacing out, to then talking about him being a Libra, to then going on to, but do you know what? I'm not even going to try spitting them because it's Wayne, but I will pick out some little gems. Essentially, he just raps about stuff made of mahogany. Yes, that's what he does. But there are other little gems in there that I wanted to pull out for you, Ray, to just get your point of view on them, and generally on Lil Wayne. This line is scarily pertinent, mate. Hope the Reaper don't take me out, I'm too eager to wait it out. Yeah, I don't think people are going to wait this out, being a cynic, but the Reaper may take you out. So, obviously, don't be too eager and do wait it out. But then, he puts a heater in Satan's mouth and prays police don't raid his house. So it's a lot going on in this track. It's like 100 miles an hour, there's a lot of things going on. You've just conquered the devil, Wayne, yeah? And now you're worried about a house raid. I think the house raid is kind of null and void now. I think putting a heater and conquering the devil may just be a step above that. But also, great humbug brags from Wayne. My lap is in your face, I've got napkins to waste. So forget the lap in the face thing, but he has got napkins to waste. I personally wouldn't waste them right now in case you do get a bit of the flu and you want to just keep chucking them out, mate, right into the bin. Anyway, just more beautiful little lines, beautiful little couplets. I love this one, to be fair. This is actually really good. Mahogany skateboard, I park the Wraith for it. I kick push straight forward. I hear Lupe flowing. Under the Scully, these bright mahogany dreads showing. Mate, he doesn't need a Wraith. No, he just needs a skateboard, but it has to be made of mahogany. That is crucial. So yes, Lil Wayne, big up, love that. Also a very confusing line on there. Don't ask me what I asked for if you can't answer. So that gave me a slight headache as I was eating my hummus and pita, and I thought, why would you ask someone what they asked for? Because you may not have the answer, but then you won't know if you've got the answer because you haven't asked him what he asked for. Either way, this is what Wayne's got, man. He's confusing. But, Ray, I want to know generally your take on Wayne. Like, what space does Lil Wayne occupy in a 90s hip-hop head spectrum? Like, from a completely personal point of view, he blew up when a lot of 90s heads I know weren't watching for rap or weren't watching for him. And his whole legacy in the noughties to now happened without a lot of people I know knowing about it. And it resulted in a lot of uninformed opinions from uninformed people on Lil Wayne. Personally, I think, obviously, Wayne blew up in the mainstream with huge club bangers, and his mixtape game changed the game. So there are so many albums out there right now from artists. Wayne started doing that in the noughties, and obviously everyone out there who's got time now because they're isolating can go onto Netflix, watch Hip Hop Evolution. You will get a much more comprehensive breakdown of Lil Wayne's hip hop history. I would just love to know, Ray, where does Lil Wayne lie in your spectrum of, I don't know, rap? Like, do you look for him? Do you rate him? Do you not rate him? Either way, hit me up. And on a secondary thing, live streams, Ray. Live streams. Mate, they have gone through the roof, right? Everyone's at home, they got shit to do. Jay Electronica live streamed his new album. Just Blaze did an full-on 8-hour working day DJ session. I clocked on at 7 in the morning. I'm now at lunchtime. He's still going, man. And they're all bangers. I'm on that live stream for like 20 minutes and they're all bangers. Primo, D.I.T.C, Kid Capri, everybody's on it. So Ray, I would love to know, live streaming, who are you searching for? Who have you listened to? Listeners, let me know, man. Who is out there doing their thing during this chaotic time? So Ray, up to you, man. Drop me your thoughts on Mahogany, drop me your thoughts on Lil Wayne, drop me your least hip hop thing. Let me know about the live streams you're checking out, or if you're not checking out, are you oblivious to it? Is it just me? And the last one, I was going to say, I asked you last episode, which rapper would you love to isolate with? Now I'm going to ask you, which 90s rapper would you hate to isolate with and why? Boom.
Little did we know that we riddled some middlemen who didn't do didn't. Dead in the middle of little did we know that we riddled some middlemen who didn't do diddly. 8 bars, there we go, hands clean. Yeah, anyway, so, how's it going? I'm on a night shift, so I've been awake for, 17 hours now? 17 hours? Is that a normal day? I don't know. I had a bit of a weird shopping experience myself, because nothing's really changed over here yet. So I'm at the shop, and I stocked up. I got soap, I got a whole shitload of oranges. And I'm buying a shitload of oranges, and I'm trying on the self-service till, and then it has that, it always fucks up and you need assistance. And she's looking at me like I'm the idiot. Why are you not stocking up on oranges? You got access to the oranges. All right, you know what? There's going to be a shortage. People are going to come look, if you need oranges, I'm stocked up. I got them. I'll hook you up. Least hip hop thing. Right. You know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. The least hip hop thing I did today is fucking police radio. These people are just chatting shit. Why are you stopping cars this time of night? People are infected. Leave them alone. The least hip hop thing I did today, I trimmed my eyebrows. I did. You know when you get like a couple of long strays, it makes you look and feel your age. So I just whipped out the comb and the scissors, snip, snip, and Ray's looking all spick and span again. Cam, what are you saying about eyebrow grooming? I know you got problems in the nostril and ear department as well. If you got to admit it to the listeners, that's the reason Crate 808 is audio only, isn't it? Lil Wayne. Yeah, what you said, that's me to a T. I slept on Wayne for a long time, but you know what? He has got bars. That's undeniable. He's put out a lot of god-awful tunes as well, so I'm a little hesitant to commit to really get to know him. But Mahogany, it's a concept tune as well, isn't it? And who's not in for a concept tune? Your favourite would? Why? I don't know, but shit. The beat is sick, and that's a bop your head beat as well, isn't it? Like a beat you cruise slowly to with your windows up and no one else in the car because you're driving home to isolate yourself. And like I said, he has got COVID bars in this track. Like you said, what was it? You said, hope the Reaper don't take me out and all that. But he's also got catching spasms and aches from all the hands I done shaked. Because in COVID times, you don't shake hands. Lil Wayne knew. He saw it coming. Cam, do you reckon we should be putting together a COVID playlist? Or is that too many playlists? What about if an alien came for... Alright, fuck it, no, I'm not going to go into it. So, the alternative track from the playlist. I've been waiting for been waiting. This is me right here. We got to talk about Master Ace. He's got a place in the crate. Rhyming style, effortless, easy listening, but still disciplined with his rhyming patterns. The guy's sick. And this beat, it's got the live drums, it's the live drum kit. I be that shoot the gun 2 for 1 that you can run, that intelligent, smart flow that's stupid dumb. Just the way you put shit together. It's just, yeah, it's sick. You know how when you're listening to one thing on Spotify and then you get in the car and listen to something else and you're like, hang on a sec, let me go back to what I was listening to previously. You can't search a playlist. You've got to manually flick through it. So there I am looking for Been Waiting, and you know what? There's another track on the playlist called Been Waiting. Yeah, Big Crit. Let me just say, I don't have anything good to say about that track. And in the time of not much good news, I'll just not go into it. Go back, find the Master Ace and Terminology version of Been Waiting is just a fucking breath of fresh air. What was the next thing you said? Live streams. So to be honest, I was a little more local than, well, not really local, because I was checking DJ Shorty, and obviously I'm in Australia and he's in the UK, but DJ Shorty is always representing a chip shop in Brixton. I think he's got a chip shop show on Chuck D's rap station now as well. So big shout out to DJ Shorty. He's dropping some UK garage mixes and drum and bass too, which obviously I didn't listen to because Ray only listens to 90s hip hop. But you know what I'd like to see? I think I'd like to see Westwood live streaming 8 bars, explosion. 8 bars, explosion. It's the hand wash soundtrack. It's what we need. It's what we need in these times. Yeah, so which 90s rapper would I hate to isolate with, and why? DMX. It's gonna be DMX. He's just gonna get on his knees and start praying, isn't he? Like really aggressively. I don't know why this isolation stuff, I'm picturing being in not a very big room, just almost locked up. Like it's just DMX on his knees. I come to you hungry and tired. All right, mate. You want a sandwich? You know what? I'd make DMX a sandwich. That might be all right, actually. It might take that back. Anyway, what are you saying?
Ray. Well, it's a day later. I'll be listening back. Mate, spitting big pun to wash your hands is all kinds of perfect. So great work there, mate. Take notes, people, take notes. But one thing, yeah, Ray saying it's undeniable that Lil Wayne has bars. Wowee. It's either 3 a.m. where Ray is and he's really tired, or it's the end of the world. Because 10 years ago, Ray would not have said that. It's nice that a person can grow and, you know, kind of mature and understand. We all make mistakes. Ray. Ray didn't win this time. But saying that, Ray is not wrong. Mamma Mia, another banger from Wayne, is on the Crate 808 Bangers playlist. I think there's a line in there which is a gun headbutt you like bong, 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 bong. Brilliant. Genius lines from Wayne. Genius. But yeah, Ray, going on. My eyebrow game is kind of tight. It's kind of tight. Nostril and ear game. Well, I've got it locked down now. Took me a minute to find the right machinery, but I got there. And for a 40-year-old dad who lives in a cul-de-sac, you can't have a go at my eyebrow game, I would say. I even used to have one of them pierced, mate. That's how proud of my eyebrow game I was, Ray. Quickly touching on your points. Been waiting. You're right, mate. That is a banger. The Crit track, I didn't think he'd like that, but that got me hyped, man. That got me hyped to my commute going to work. I was like, yeah, man, come on. I've been waiting. But either way, I don't know. It touched something in me. But you talked about the other Been Waiting track with Terminology, but Master Ace on there. I just started digging in the crates on Master Ace after you'd mentioned him, and I just naturally just landed on the Long Hot Summer album. Man, that album, people don't talk about that album enough. Good Old Love is classic. I still bump that to this day. Brooklyn Masala, yes please, beautiful. That is a really good album. It stands up. And Master Ace, yeah man, I'm with you, mate, I'm with you. So I'm glad we gave Master Ace a bit of a nod. Do you know what I mean? Just touching back onto live streams and stuff like that, did you check the Swizz Beatz and Timbaland battle? And if you did, who do you think won? I'm not going to say who I think won. I'm going to wait for you, and then I'm going to drop you who I think won afterwards. Just, you know, dangle it out there. But yeah, man, look at this. We're all self-isolating. It's kind of, you know, crazy right now, but wow, you go on Instagram, everyone's live, and Swizz and Timbaland are having a battle. Switch the channel. Oh, it's just Snoop playing records from his record collection, just chilling. And you're like, yeah, this is brilliant. It's like me and 13,000 other people just kind of watching him. It's great. It's brilliant. And so, yes, tell me who you think won that battle. And going on to the 90s rapper you'd least like to isolate with, you'd hate to isolate with. DMX. DMX, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind X. I mean, come on, he keeps you on your toes, which is fine by me. If I get to hear X's takes on stuff like, I don't know, The Wire or the Messi-Ronaldo debate, or do you know what? Actually, imagine, right? DMX live streaming a Wire marathon with DMX. That could very well break the rap internet. I would be here for that. I would watch. I'd probably pay to watch that, actually, just to see. You never know what stories are going to come up. Come on, it'd be brilliant. Just going to dig into the crates a little bit here as well, as it is a Dig Into the Crates podcast. I can't not mention Run the Jewels, mate. Fucking hell, they're back. Let's break something. That's essentially the feeling I get when I hear RTJ. They dropped 2 new singles, Ooh La La with Primo and the sample from Greg Nice on the Dwick, and the bars on Ooh La La are incredible. But on the Bangers playlist, I put Yankee and the Brave right at the top. People, go check that out. Killer Mike's intro verse is just a tsunami of lyrical prowess. But it's LP's verse, right, that got a very fulfilling taste of substance with just killer rhyming mixed in there. It's brilliant. What's he say? Right, here we go. He says, all of us targeted, all we're doing is arguing. Part of them isn't working till every pocket's been picked and sold and harvested and ready to mob the fucking charlatans. And you're like, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's get the 1%ers. Everyone gang up on the 1%ers. Yeah, common enemy, innit? But, right, the humour in that track, when Mike is facing a showdown with the cops, LP says, yo, Michael, run like you hungry and get your ass in a ride. I'd rather have and not need you than watch your rotten demise. And you still owe me for them Nikes. You do not get to just die. I mean, yeah, I was laughing out loud. That actually genuinely made me laugh out loud. Very good, very good. So, Rayman, yes, tell me what you think of RTJ. Tell me what you think to the other shit right there. Top 5 rappers as well. I didn't mention this before, did I? We talk about top 5s, don't we? In the last episode, the last Dig in the Crates episode, I said, could you name a top 5 that used to be in your top 5? So 5 MCs that used to live in your top 5 but don't now for whatever reason. Rayman, come on, you gotta drop me that. I need to hear this from you.
Killer B sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. Hands are clean. Am I doing that every time? Yeah, I probably am. Right. You know what? Next time I reckon I'm going to do an obscure 8th bar that I wash my hands to. I'm going to see if you can guess it. It's only going to be a sick verse though. It's only going to be a sick verse. Yeah, so how you going? Fuck, I've turned proper Australian, haven't I? Yeah, another night shift on the mean streets of Perth. Only a day's gone by since the last one. And what was I saying? Yeah, Wayne. I stand by it. Wayne's got bars. Yeah, when I say that, I mean flow. His lyrics aren't technically spectacular, but he's got jokes. You know he's got jokes. Speaking of which, yeah, you did have an eyebrow piercing, didn't you? I think you're probably best off just cutting that out. Just edit it and just don't ever bring that up. Don't ever bring that up again. Master Ace, Son of Yvonne. That's the track. It's on the 100 tracks you play to an alien to define hip-hop. We're all familiar with it. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, speaking of beautiful things happening in these crazy times. Swizz Beatz and Timbaland. Fucking hell. You gotta love the bands. What was that? We Love Horsepower. And he drops Genuine Pony. That was a highlight for me. People talking about who won. I'm like, Swizz said it. He said it best anyway. Tim changed the radio with his just R&B beats. They're R&B beats. We ain't talking about Timbaland and Crate 808, are we? He's not coming into it. Yeah, Tim changed the radio and Swizz changed the streets. And and that's it. It's just he's got the trump card. He's got DMX. That's it. He could have just dropped whole of Flesh of My Flesh and Blood of My Blood. And that's a ridiculous album too. So what else were we talking about? Messi and Ronaldo debate. It's no debate. It's Messi. It's always Messi. It's about honourable conduct. Messi fights to stay on his feet, and Ronaldo is all about theatrics. That's it. And that's, what is this podcast about if not, being honourable on the football pitch? Yeah, RTJ. You know how every once in a while something happens that makes you stop and sit back? Just makes you just realise how much you fucking love hip-hop. That fucking beat, Yankee and the Brave. How many times you rewind that? How many times did you rewind that before you even got to listen to the whole fucking thing the whole way through? fucking hell, it's so fucking ridiculous. It's just, yeah, no, that's me, that's it. And that's what I'm talking about as well. It's when the beat drops, that's why you love it. And then that brings us full circle back to J-Elect. No beats. See? That's, makes this little pod quite coherent, doesn't it? Brings it around full circle. What else were you saying? Yeah, top 5 rappers. All right, my top 5, it's really who are the other 3, because it's Rakim and M, obviously. It's just not going to that. And then it's Pun, Black Thought and Meth for now. But what you were asking was who are the top 5 rappers that are no longer in my top 5. So Cannabis. Cannabis is the first one. He's just too angry all the time. He just sounds angry on everything. And, you know, I'm pretty chilled out these days. I'm not so angry. It doesn't really resonate with me as much as it used to. Then we got Big L. Just his beats, they just sound dated now, don't they? Like Flamboyant, that's obviously on the Alien playlist. But otherwise, like, that's a project. That's a project for someone to come up with, just redoing the beats for everything Big L ever put out, apart from Flamboyant. And then Charlie Tuna's another one. Charlie Tuna is to J5 what M is to D12. Just standing head and shoulders, well, I mean, he's massive, he's a big guy as well, standing head and shoulders, lyrically and physically above all the rest. But yeah, he's not really released anything that's blown you away in years. What else is there? Yeah, no, you know what, my final 2 is Biggie and Nas rotate in and out. Jay's not in the conversation. He's just released too much mediocre shit for me to handle. He's like what De Niro is to acting. It's like, yeah, you were good, but look at all of this. Explain yourself. Yeah, so that's that. Stay at home, wash your hands. What are you saying about that?
Well, Ray, right, it's been another day. I just listened back. Okay, there's a lot to take in there. There's a lot to take in there from Mr. 3 Degrees. The top 5, not top 5 rappers. Cannabis, yes, mate. I just so, like I said, the 90s artist I would probably least want to self-isolate with would be Cannabis. Maybe harking back to some of them gigs that we saw him do in the 90s. He's just really, really angry little lad. Just an angry lad. But yes, I think I'm on your side with that one. He's also in my top 5 non-5. And Big L. Well, yeah, I feel you. If he was still around, I'd have been so up for him just rapping over some Madlib, like modern Madlib. That rough and smooth mix would just be a really intriguing listen. And yeah, man, Charlie Tuna, big up, yes. Still, though, kills it lyrically on his new albums. I still think he's quite razor sharp. Biggie, Nas, yes, I get you, mate, I get you. Jay and the De Niro thing, though, mate, you can't do that to De Niro, mate, you can't. Raging Bull, yeah, outweighs any of that other bullshit. Like King of Comedy just outweighs stuff like Little Fuckers or whatever, yeah? So by a mile as well, you can have loads of shit if you can do them classics. Otherwise, we wouldn't still respect Nas as much as we do if we didn't feel that. And what I've realised, doing the new format of Crate 808 Digging in the Crates episodes like this, I always end up somehow going last, which then means I kind of have the final word on things. So yeah, Ray has no retort to this until the next D.I.T.C episode. But yeah, the live streams, yep, still going big. It's just going off, man. My Instagram is just full of like people just like live all the time. And it's great. It's brilliant. I like it, man. It keeps me going. The battle between Tim and Swizz. I think Tim took it, man. Swizz is amazing. I love Swizz. He gets hated on by rap Twitter, your favourite Ray. But you know, I'm a bit like you. He holds a special place in my heart. But don't say that about Timbaland, man. Don't say that about Timbaland, about him just doing R&B. He does hard beats. Big Pimpin', Bing Bang Bosh, right? Ugly, Bubba Sparks. I saw you in the club, Ray. I saw you in the club, just sharpening your elbows, ready to throw them little bows. Raise Up by Petey Pablo, Fat Rabbit by Luda, Past That Dutch by Missy Elliott. All this stuff is hard, banging hip-hop. So, you know, just sit down, Ray, have a little think about that, But more common ground, yes, Ray, yes. This is the reason we are friends. Run the fucking jewels. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I want to see him live again like we saw him at Field Day. I want to just get in on it. I want to break some shit. We talked about the Yankee and the Brave. What a track. I did allude a few days ago that Ooh La La wasn't on streaming yet, but what a track it is. By the time I'm recording this now, a few days later, it actually is now on streaming. And man, let's just go in on Ooh La La. Run the fucking jewels, man. Unreal. Like, one thing you always realise is their lyrics are all, even if they're just kind of coasting on a verse, it's still amazing. They may not be saying much, and then when they do say something and combine it, forget about it, man. Forget about it. For me, the best hip-hop duo of the last decade, easily in rap, is Run the Jewels. So I am that. That's where I'm at. So you know where I'm going. Yeah, LP, the bars, man. Look alive, looking like I live life on the crooked line, doing fine, you want maximum stupid, I am that guy. Oh my lord. Mate, funny shit. Like, genuinely, yes, he does look like he lives life on the crooked line. Look at him. Look at LP, I love him. But you do, yeah, I can see that. And then Killer Mike, man. Oh, Killer Mike. The way he spits this, I'm going to ruin it. The way he just references ODB with the old dirty bastard, go in your jaw, shimmy, shimmy, yah. Got the semi in the hemi, go and gimme, yah. It's like, I'm not like, I'm going to rewind. Ray, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm sitting here, the world's going to shit. But stuff like this, man, I just get transported and I'm like, yeah, man, life's okay, man. And human beings can be quite good. They can be quite fucking amazing and stupendous. But yes, talking about stupendous human beings, ODB, man, that reference, and it just so happens it's the 25th anniversary of Return to the 36 Chambers. It got re-released, yes please, but Amazon Music are dropping an ODB documentary. And I'm thinking, Ray, let's get one of them fucking party apps or whatever it is, live stream this shit together, and let's just record it, man. If anybody out there wants to do that and listen to me and Ray chat shit whilst we watch the new ODB documentary, hit us up, man. Get Jambo involved. Get everyone involved. Come on, everyone. But yeah, man, before I go out, and I appreciate everyone out there who's like dealing with the anxiety, dealing with all the shit that's going on, just something else that just made me feel so good and made me just forget all that shit for a bit. Man, knowledge, mate. Knowledge. On the Crate 808 Bangers playlist, I've dropped his stuff. Go digging in the crates, man. I'm sure a lot of people know about him anyway, but the boy has dropped some new shit, and not only has it just been on heavy rotation since dropping, but even my wife was like, oh my days, man, this is some sexy shit. And I'm like, yes, Knowledge is getting all sexy up in this piece. But it's not just that. It's just because he's sampled these old school R&B samples and just soul music, and man, it is beautiful, right? It's just banging. So he's dropped this new album, 1988, and what a year, by the way, what a year, 8 years old. Mr. T Lollies, you know, Mr. T Lollies, Thundercats, He-Man, 88, love it, straight away, I'm in. But just some of the beats that he's come out with on this beat tape, How to Cope, man, this haunting, mournful, like vocal sample with some like underlying strings, just yearning for some like consolation, and like then there's like this timeless, just a timeless quality to this beat tape, man. It's timeless music. Like, make use of the time. That track is just some luscious, grimy hip hop with like this seesawing sample over like a very hypnotic beat, and you just want to go back, man, again and again. And man, he delivers his shit in like 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and you think, how you fit that much shit in there? I can't help but think of other people with amazing beat tapes, like, you know who I'm going to say, Jay Dilla. Anyway, I had to drop it out there. Check Knowledge out. Amazing. Ray, I appreciate you went in on the Messi Ronaldo debate. Clearly, the Barca fanboy in me knows Messi all day. But as you touched on that, I would love to know what our listeners out there, what are you doing, right, when you're self-isolating? What are you up to? Like, are you finding different trends? Because I've been watching a shitload of football clips. I just realised I do this a lot whilst I'm just like chilling, and I'm like, wow, why am I not utilising my time? But I catch myself, and it's like sorting out my new office, and then like finding like shitloads of comics and Marvel lithographs, and then listening to De La Soul in the background. I've been listening to De La Soul a lot recently, in the background, and you're like, mate, self-isolation and quarantine has basically made me regress 20 years. And I'm like 18 again, and it's great, it's brilliant. You know, little lad running around, he's loving it as well. It's like, what's daddy doing here all the time? Either way, mate, he's loving it. He's hearing these beats 24/7, man, I'm playing this shit, and he loves it, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's changing a lot of the ways, you know, that we're living at the moment. And man, 2 more months of this, where are we going to be at? But I think I'm coming up to the allotted time I'm supposed to be banging on. So yes, thank you for listening. Please check out all our stuff on crate808.com. We've got merch coming at some point. Please rate, review, subscribe, and please share, man. Just let everyone know if you're listening to this podcast and you actually enjoy it. You know, there'll be more interviews on the way. There's going to be some debates. You know, we're doing this new shit for a bit, but you know, just, you know, we're here, man. We know what the good shit is as well. So we're bringing all that. And yeah, man, if you can share it, that'd be amazing. There's going to be merch on the way. And man, oof, merch. Talk about merch, actually. The new Alchemist and Conway merch. It's like that great white shark kind of jumping out the waves. Man, I need to get that. I need to get that jacket. But surely I can't get that new Alchemist merch with a killer shark on the back, because I'm going to get odd looks in Aldi, man. I live in a small Midlands village. You know, old people are worried about me because I'm brown. They're going to be even more worried about me that, you know, oh, what is he? What is this? What am I supposed to? So anyway, talking to merch, I had to go there. Yes, so big up Grindhouse Music. Big up 3 Degrees, Raymond Ridge in Australia. Please stay safe, guys. Stay at home if you can. Wash your hands. You heard Ray spitting them bars. Tell me what you're spitting. And yeah, man, I'll catch you on the flip side. Brah.